Okay, I would like to know how long, but I don't know. One of the conditions regarding the statute of limitations for murder is as follows. I wanted to be more factual. I wanted to know the duration, but no. We had to be iffy. Okay. For limitations of murder is as follows. If the suspect flees to a foreign country, the time limit is on hold until the suspect returns. So the statute of limitations was suspended while you were overseas. That's right. The statute of limitations stopped while you were training in Zhengfa. Indeed, it is possible the statute of limitations has not expired yet. Mr. Gustavia, please tell us how long you stayed in Zhengfa. You see, this is why we should have found out the duration before bringing this up. Come on, Edgeworth. Are you really not that smart? Edgeworth is smarter than that. He would have found out the time duration before bringing this up. Because now Gustavia can just fucking lie. To be fair, we can probably find out how long he was there, but still. It would be exactly 3 years. Ah, and then the 1 year that Master was on trial as being an accomplice. That's enough time to still have you tried. It hasn't been 15 years yet, it's only been 14-something. 3 years, wait. Let's calmly think this over. Case occurred 18 years ago. Statute of limitations is 15 years, and he was away for 3. 15 plus 3 is exactly 18 years, I'm sure of it. Mr. Edgeworth, we did it. The statute of limitations hasn't expired yet. Exactly 18 years, you say? How amusing. So he realized. But it's not over yet. There's one more thing he missed. Why are you laughing? The statute of limitations still applies. Okay, it's frustrating, but the case occurred in December. It's April now, which means, strictly speaking, the case occurred 18 years and 4 months ago. His stay abroad wasn't quite enough. We were just a few months short, but Master's trial made it work. Because of how long Gregory dragged it on for, we can still make it work. Not enough? That's... Like I said, it's impossible for you to arrest me. Actually, it's not. Look at the book again, buddy. He must have known all about this when he confessed to his crime. If he did, then that's kind of, even more evil of him, even more chess master of him, but clearly he didn't know about the other thing. Prosecutor Edgeworth, it really is a shame, but we're not done yet, because Master was holding trial for a year. If it was just 1 year earlier, the statute of limitations would not have run out. Dude, aren't we just gonna present the exact same thing again? Accomplice, held on trial. Those who underestimate the goddess of law's verdict must bear the fucking... Okay, I'm sorry, but this is a similar problem to what I had in the previous case. This contradiction is obvious as fuck, and now they're gonna drag out some bullshit about how it's not possible, and then be like, it is possible because of this! And it's like, the same thing in case 2, where I knew all along, get to the point. This shouldn't be some big thing that I have to waste time on. Seems you were simply incapable. Blah, blah, blah. No, I can't take this seriously. I already know what's going on. It's obvious, too. If this wasn't obvious, it'd be different, but this is fucking obvious. Can't be the end. So, Monster Gustavia really is beyond the law's reach. No, he's not! What are you thinking?
Objection.
Are you the one who's gonna realize it? If you're thinking of taking matters into your own hands, I implore you to reconsider. There still might be a way to bring this man to justice. Indeed. What? Miles, remember the facts of the case 18 years ago. Just as you were mistaken earlier, it seems Mr. Gustavia has also overlooked one key detail. Overlooked? He wasn't present during Mr. Mastel's final trial, so he doesn't know the outcome of the trial. There may yet be a way for you to arrest him. Miles, look over that book on statute of limitations again. Yeah, okay. At least this time it wasn't that long. In case 2, it felt like forever until I could present the thing. 17 years ago, Master was falsely declared guilty for a serious crime. But it wasn't murder, it was for being an accomplice. Thanks to that verdict, we aren't out of ammunition just yet. Mr. Shields, you don't mean... Those who undermine the God is a liar's verdict must bear the burden of their crimes. I am Mr. Master's attorney. I can't use his suffering as a weapon in good conscience. For that reason, I leave the rest up to you. Trial my father and Von Karma battled over. Can I use that to arrest Mr. Gustavia? Yes. What should I do? Should I raise an objection? Duh. My father and Von Karma. Their paths diverged. One revealed the truth, the other concealed it. The path that I choose is the one that reveals the truth! No matter how bad it may look for some people, or how much it might hurt some people, it doesn't matter. It's the truth! I can see no further reason to prolong this trial. Acting like it's a trial. I guess it makes more sense than the first game using objections and shit when we have an actual judge here, but to me, you're not really an actual judge, so yeah. I hereby find Dane Gustavia not guilty. Overruled! That's great. Gustavia will stand in court for his crimes. Do you mean to say you have found a way to arrest Mr. Gustavia? Exactly. I'll show Judge Courtney the evidence that will shatter the statute of limitations. I-7 incident? The verdict? After he was convicted as an accomplice. The I-7 case file, which page are you referring to? Oh, fuck. Suspect data? The suspect data page. They tripped me up there, because I'm pretty sure it's on page 2, not page 3, but, yeah. At the trial, Jeffrey Master was found guilty of being an accomplice to murder. And it took 1 year to arrive at this verdict. Right? That is indeed true. This book lists conditions in which the statute of limitations can be put on hold. The first, as I have said earlier, is if the suspect flees to a foreign country. There's one more. There's actually 2 more, which makes me wonder if, this probably is going to come up in a later case. The other one. If charges are pressed to, demand compensation, the statute is frozen, so I'm guessing that's going to come up in a later case. There's one more. It's actually 2 more, but only one more that's relevant to this case. If possible accomplices are on trial, the countdown is stopped until the verdict is reached. What are you saying? Sir Master was found to be an accomplice? That's right. Mr. Master was sentenced after you left for your trip to Zhangfa. He was found guilty not of being the culprit, but of being an accomplice. Yet somehow that still gets him in you know, trialized. Somehow, like, trialized? The fuck? That somehow still gets him behind bars for 18 years. I'm sorry, but to me, for a first offense, that is unrealistic. Is that really how things work? Maybe over there. I don't know. But it seems you didn't know that. That's absurd! Now give me your breakdown. Sir Master never committed any crime to begin with. You should certainly know this. Of course we do. That's why we are going to free him. To that end, we will shatter the one remaining obstacle in our way. The statute of limitations. You fled to Zhangfa for 3 years. And Jeffrey Master was being tried as an accomplice for 1 year. Put it all together, we see that the total time limit for this case is 19 years. In other words, the statute of limitations is not over for you yet! Yeah! Breakdown, now! Breakdown! Where's your breakdown? The goddess of law is unerring in her judgments. However, it seems that the prosecution at the time was not. I cannot believe it, but it seems like the case will have to be reopened. Stop acting like you don't know things about this. You're totally a bitch. This is absurd! You cannot... The one time I decide to talk... Well, actually, that's not the one time. There are other times where I talk about shit before reading the line, but... Usually, I read the line right away. That is absurd! You cannot... Okay. For the last 18 years, an innocent man has suffered greatly in your stead. Mr. Gustavia, it's now time for you to atone for your crimes! Why am I using that high of a pitch of a voice? Look! Maybe Monokuma's running off on me. No! I had finally earned my place as the greatest confectioner in the world! Give me your damn breakdown already! I have to end the session soon. To achieve the goal, I cast everything aside, even my own son, because I'm a fucking douchebag! What a shame. You can't run from your crimes any longer! No! No! Breakdown, now, do it! No! 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 That was cool. That was cool. Thank Gustavia has been taken into custody, sir. Alright. Can I finish this case before I end the recording? Not sure. Depends on how much post-game is left in this case. Yeah, so you're up next, right? Yes, I understand. But the statute ran out for her, right? Just because she never left the country, did she? Or at least not for long enough. Kate. Everyone, I'm truly sorry for all the trouble I've caused. And thank you very much for catching Monsieur Gustavia. Oh, but she can still be tried for the poison thing. There's that. Alright. What you did cannot be overlooked. Even if the crimes you committed were in response to a past injustice. As a prosecutor, I am terribly sorry for what happened. No, I'm only getting what I deserve, since I was the cause of all this. You weren't the cause. Kate, will you have me as your attorney? Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. I'm not quite the same useless kid I was 18 years ago. I won't let them find you guilty. Oh god, the tears! Monsieur Shields! Yes! Are they gonna get hitched? Thank you so much! They're probably gonna get hitched. I'm sure there's fanfiction. Sorry to interrupt. It's time to go, pal. Yeah, so overall, I think this case was good. It was just a bit disoriented because of how, like, it was half in the past, half in the future, so the future part kind of felt short, and yet it felt like it's its own thing, so it was kind of like, it felt short even though it really wasn't short. So because of that, towards the end, things started to feel really open shut. Which, I mean, sometimes they just do in some cases, but this case especially, like, I pretty much thought, okay, so it's not Kate, it's Gustavia for like the longest frickin' time. All the nitty-bitty details I hadn't figured out. I didn't know Gustavia was this much of a douchebag, didn't know Dover was that much of a douchebag, and I still don't really know what happened with their sons, and then there's that replacer, but I figured a lot of stuff out, so, yeah. Still a good case, but I think it could have been handled a little bit better, and a lot of the itty-bitty details, like what you have to present at certain times, I think could have also handled better, but some of that was my own dirt. I will not put all the blame away for myself. Alright, time to go. Yes, alright. I enjoyed it. I do think it could have been handled better, but it was neat. The concept, for doing it like the first time they did it really this way, it was neat. I guess you could also argue they did it that way in Apollo Justice, but it wasn't quite the same, because for one thing they did the past section all at once, I think, and for another thing, I don't know, it wasn't quite the same. Because we weren't working on the same case in that game. Like, there were references that were brought from the past to the future, but it wasn't the same case. So, in this, it was pretty much the same case, which is why it's so unique, I feel. Anyways, Judge Courtney. For a first time trying something like this, they did really well. I can't help but feel that you've been dishonest with me. Oh, yeah, and Courtney, you're still a bitch. Dishonest? Whatever do you mean? You said that the verdict could not be overturned, but that was not the case. A reinvestigation and retrial were obviously required as soon as the missing body was found. I have no need to answer you. It seems she doesn't intend to ever give me an answer. Fucking bitch. I'll find out before the end of the game, mark my words. Prosecutor Edgeworth, the PRC has you in its sights. They will receive a report on everything you did here today. What, you mean how I found the truth when you couldn't? Man, I don't like her. I don't like this PIC either. And you will most likely be required to appear before them. Now then, I shall take my leave. I'm really hoping that, I'm sure, I know Lang is going to come back. We've already seen him in the game. I'm hoping he shows up soon, maybe in Case 4. He's obviously going to be in Case 5, but hopefully he shows up before that, because I like him. And he wasn't even around much in his own game where he was supposed to be the rival, so it'd be nice if he was around a bit more. Also, you know, Franziska's always cool, so I'd like to see her. Just anything to be a bit of a change of pace from Justine would be nice. I should take my leave. Also, if Bad could come back, just the more characters that aren't Justine that show up, the better. Hold on, Mr. Edgeworth caught the real bad guy. Didn't he do his job as a prosecutor? No matter how things turned out, I will never regret what I did here today. Mr. Edgeworth. Hey, Prosecutor Edgeworth! What is it? Why? Why are you always sticking your nose into cases that you're not even involved with? I don't know about Case 2, but with this case, I was about involved with it as you get. My duty is to reveal the truth. Not only as a prosecutor, it's just who I am. I don't get it. As long as you continue to think that being the best is all that matters, I doubt you ever will. Well, I don't get that either. I'm going home. I'm gonna go talk to Mommy and Daddy. What's that all about? There's much he still needs to learn. Miley! What is it? Oh god, you. I knew Greggy's son could do it. I think I might be falling for you. Oh, gross. Edgeworth has another weird admirer. And she's another old bag, too. We don't know her age, which means she's old as balls. Thanks for helping Jeffy. Well, yo, Wedgie. Great job solving that case. Yeah, you really weren't in this case at all for a large portion of it. Well, I was busy drawing, so I really didn't catch all of it. Huh? Where'd Katie and Justy run off to? Wow. Laurice, you really weren't paying much attention at all, were you? Well, hate to admit it, but Larry's doodles actually helped us out a few times. I should say something nice to him. Don't glare at me like that, I'm sorry! It was not my intent to glare at you. Hee. That patented Edgeworth glare. You're just like your old man. Is that so? Well then. Uncle Ray's gonna go pay Mr. Master a visit. You guys wanna tag along? I'd be happy to accompany you. Oh, me too! But he's dead, and he's the victim of Case 4. Hopefully not. I just had that thought sprung to my mind. So this Jeffrey Master, what's he like? He's a really nice and gentle guy. Still doing his best to make people happy. He actually cooks desserts for the inmates. Oh, that's cool. Nowadays, all the prisoners and guards look forward to snack time at 3 o'clock. This is 3 o'clock, of course. That's nice. I want to use desserts too. So the chocolate cake we saw in the prison the other day. He was the one who made it. Oh, he's still alive, thank God. Oh, Gummy, why are you here? Heard everybody was coming to visit, so I escorted Mr. Master myself, pal. Hello, one and all. I am Jeffrey Master. Took you fucking long enough. Although, to be fair, you kind of brought it on yourself. I don't know if you deserved 18 years, but you did keep that recipe from the public, so, yeah. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth at your service. And I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant, Kay Faraday. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you all. Mr. Master, Miles is your old defense attorney's son. You mean Mr. Gregory's? Your father has done so much for me. And yet, I betrayed his good faith when I made the false confession. I've heard the details from Mr. Shields. Mr. Master, I came here today to tell you everything we learned about 18 years ago. 18 years ago? Kate committed a crime for my sake. Why would you do such a thing? Miss Hall had been trying to prove your innocence for the past 18 years. She was willing to do whatever it took to save you. Kate, she shouldn't have gone through so much trouble for an old man who let her down. Mr. Master, I don't think you realize just how much Miss Hall cares for you. I have something here that clearly proves the two of you share an unbreakable bond. An unbreakable bond? Proof of the bond between Jeffrey Master and Catherine Hall. This should give Mr. Master some peace of mind. The chocolates? Let me think about this for a bit. We never did prove whose fingerprints were on the frame. I mean, it's probably Gustavia's, but we never proved it. Shoot, what do I present here? I'm thinking. It's probably the chocolates, but I'm thinking. Oh, what if it's the teapot? Alright, I'm gonna go chocolates. No, wait, is it the book? Because she wanted to get the book back? I don't know, I'm split. Man, I'd hate to get this wrong, but I've gotten it wrong before, so. I'm choose fuck. What proves they have a connection? The fact that, you know, she worked so hard to get the place back. Damn it. I want to say chocolates, but recipe book?
Take that!
This is the bond Kate and I share. Did I fuck up? I see. You must be speaking metaphorically. Oh shit, did I fuck up? Oh, well, that's... Looks like I showed him the wrong thing. Thank you. Shit, I guess it was the chocolates then. I was really torn on that, but it's just, she took frickin' 18 years working to get the mansion and the book back, right? So I thought the book made sense. Whatevs. Thank you. Mr. Master, it's looking like we'll be able to get you out soon. Can only apologize that it took 18 years to do so. Raymond, I'm the one who should be apologizing. Yeah, you should. No, that's not it. What I really should be saying is... Thank you. You should apologize, though, for hiding the book from the public. I'm never gonna get over that. Like, really? Okay. Mr. Master. Now it's my turn to wait for Kate. I'll make her favorite sweets every day until she returns. Please look after her, Raymond. You got it! Probably the chocolates. I was gonna do chocolates. Should've went with my gut. Oh well. The honest evidence, and the case I inherited from my father. After 18 long years, it's finally coming to a close. Miles, thanks for today. Sorry for leaving that final decision to you. No, I made the decision of my own free will. Eh? What are you talking about? To arrest Gustavia, we had no choice but to use Mr. Master's false charge. To use Mr. Master's false charge, which I was originally supposed to protect him from. In other words, if you had succeeded in protecting him, you would have never been able to, get Gustavia for the murder today. The attorney inside of me simply could not do it. So that's how it was. But after this, Uncle Ray is going to try to clear away that false charge as well. Yes, I understand. What? But if they find out about the false charge, they won't be able to arrest Mr. Gustavia, right? That's true. Sure is a contradiction in the law. The way the law is right now, it isn't always completely right. Contradiction in the law. Well, who knows what'll happen. The law evolves and grows, just like all of us do. Maybe one day, we'll have a jury system or something crazy like that, if you know what I mean. Just like Uncle Ray and Miles have grown up. You know. People and the law both grow. Miles. To fight crime as a prosecutor, or to serve people as a defense attorney. I want you to think carefully. about how you want to live your life from now on. I will. Well, if you ask Uncle Ray, you'll always be welcome down at the office. Alrighty then. Looks like it's time for Uncle Ray to get going. Next time I see you, I'll be sure to thank you again. Really though, thanks for today. See ya, Ray. You're a cool bro. Mr. Shields seem to be in a bit of a hurry. Ooh, is this gonna link into future cases? Probably. Indeed. I should be the one thanking him. I was able to face my father's last case because of him. When I was young, I wanted to become a great defense attorney like my father. However, under Prosecutor Von Karma, I learned the ways of a prosecutor. Thanks to a certain friend, I was able to discover my own path in life. A friend whose name I can never divulge in these games. It's just a law or something. However, right now, there are forces trying to take me off the prosecutor's path. Maybe now is the perfect time to think about how I should live my life. Oh shit. Edgeworth Law Offices. Oh shit. Is this gonna link into case 4? Gregory. I'm sorry that it took so long. May have taken 18 years. Finally, we've proven Mr. Master's innocence. Miles, your son, helped me with that. The way he fought for the truth, he was just like you, Gregory. There's that picture again. Still not the kind of attorney you were. But I will forever carry on the convictions I inherited from you. And if I can... now he's got that picture there too. Together with him. Nice. To fight crime as a prosecutor or to save people as a defense attorney. The path I choose is... What, is that where you're gonna put it to be continued? Wow. Or the end. Okay. Yeah, it feels weird that's a case 3 as opposed to, like, case 4, but... What's the next one called? The Forgotten Turnabout. Oh, shoot. Alright. Yeah. I guess I will. It won't take me right into the next case, though, I don't think. So, unless it does. In which case I'll have to get the hell out of Dodge. I don't believe it does, though. That's not how it works. Yeah, and this is the K one. Huh. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye.